morning, everybody. It's Mike from PC Classic Cars back with another test drive video. This morning we are in this frame-off restored 1968 Chevrolet C10 short wheelbase pickup. Try and beat the rain here this morning, so I apologize if we do get a few little sprinkles on it, but we'll get it wiped off if it does sprinkle just a little bit. Fighting some weather here in North Texas the last couple days, but do what we can. Try and get the test drive done before it starts actually raining today. So again, we have a 1968 C10. It is a true short bed pickup. The drive line that is in this is a 350, definitely a motor that was pulled out of something else and someone went through. The motor runs extremely well. Unfortunately, I don't have a build sheet on the motor, so I don't know exactly how many miles are on it or what's actually done to the internals, but it runs really well. Definitely not a crazy horsepower motor by any means, but a good motor for this truck to hop in, cruise on the highway at 75 miles an hour with no problems. Just a great cruising truck. It is backed by a 700 R4 overdrive transmission, so you do get that highway ability with the pickup. I personally drove this truck at 75 miles an hour, and it's done excellent. It obviously has been lowered. It does have the CPP lowering kit on it, which is a good kit. The lowering setup was already done before I got in the truck. So again, I don't know when all of that work was done, but the truck drives fantastic. Whoever set up the suspension did a great job on it. Other things, it does have power steering, power front disc brakes. Does have a nice set of shorty headers, dual exhaust, Flowmaster style muffler. So you get in the gas, you hear the exhaust, and it sounds really good, but it's not too loud. Like right now, if someone was sitting next to me, I could definitely have a conversation with them with no problems whatsoever. You do have Old Air Products AC on it. The AC blows really nice and cold, has a great amount of volume of air. Sometimes the aftermarket ACs, if the blower motor is weak or for whatever reason, you might not get a great amount of air volume, but this one produces a good amount of volume. You do have the under dash vent in the center, and then you have the circular vent on the left and the right side over there. So inside the cab does get really nice and cold when you do have the AC on. It is only about 70 degrees here this morning, so I don't need the air, but it does work very well. On the interior, you have a really nice houndstooth interior. The black houndstooth seat cover is very nice. Nice door panels. Gauges are all stock style gauges, but my guess is they've probably been replaced at some point or are very nice original gauges because they're really easy to read and are not hazy at all. My guess is the gauge bezel was probably replaced when they restored the truck. You do have your SPID decal inside the glove box there. This truck was originally a Glenwood green exterior with a parchment interior, and it kind of was a nothing special truck when they restored it. Probably just started with a really original, nice and clean, just solid pickup, and then built what you see now. On the exterior, you obviously have your cowl hood, and then you have the classic two-tone, the orange and the white. The paint quality is very nice on the pickup. I don't know exactly when it was done. My guess is this truck was probably restored 15 or so years ago, and it does have a few miles put on it since it was done. But the paint quality is very nice. A few little stone chips that have been touched up, but the bodywork looks good, the paint quality is nice, and everything looks really clean front to back. It's warmed up. We'll get on it here a little bit. Nice positive shifts. That's 60, 65, that's 70. Above about 65, above about 70, the speedometer does tend to be off a little bit. Right now we're cruising probably about 65 miles an hour. I don't have my GPS up on my phone. It says we're doing about 75, which I think when you get up past about 60, 65, the speedo bounces just a little bit, so that's just off some. Pretty easy repair if someone want to replace that. It does have a really nice set of Bill of Specialties wheels on it. One of my favorite wheels that goes on any of these C10s. It's kind of my go-to wheel and tire combo on these lower short wheelbase pickups. Again, really nice setup. The truck rides really nice. And then the best thing about this truck is if you saw our photos, you saw the underneath. the underneath quality, the frame, the painted floors, the inner rockers, cab corners, all of your normal spots on these trucks that either have to be replaced or get rusty. This one is super clean and very, very nice on the bottom side. Obviously, they restored this truck. The floors are all painted, and it shows really, really nice. Again, the exhaust looks like it's recently been redone, and that shows well. The bottom side, again, probably one of my cleaner C10 trucks that I've ever had roll through the shop. Get on it again, let you hear the motor. We'll go take it down our bumpy road here. This one is a fixed column. It does not have tilt in it, which again, that's kind of hit or miss. I'm 6 foot tall, right at about 200 pounds, and I fit in here very, very comfortably. It does have the Comfort Grip steering wheel on it, and I think it is the smaller Comfort Grip wheel. I think these are like a 15-inch wheel. I think they have a larger one. I could be mistaken, but the room between my legs and the steering wheel with my feet in front of me is plenty of room. So if you are a larger individual, this seat is all the way back right now, and there is a bunch of room in between me and the steering wheel. So if you are a larger individual and you are taller, someone I'd say is 6'4" could easily drive this truck and still be comfortable with the fixed column. Going down our bumpy road here, like I mentioned before, it does have the CPP lowering kit on it. Really good kit, had it on a bunch of these trucks before. Performs excellent, all the suspension feels great. No weird rattles, no weird sounds, nothing unusual coming from the suspension or the steering. All of that stuff performs excellent. This is a truck I would hop in and drive to Dallas about an hour, hour and a half away with no questions, no worries whatsoever. Motor again feels good, transmission feels very, very good. Again, just a really ironed out truck mechanically, and I like getting vehicles that aren't freshly restored because usually there's a bunch of stuff that you got to iron out when you start driving them. You get one like this that's been together for a little bit, usually all of the bugs are kind of worked out, and again, that's no exception. Pretty much everything on this truck front to back works like it should. The two things is, again, the speedo is off just a little bit, and then your washer sprayer fluids for the wipers don't work. But again, pretty minimal stuff. All your gauges, lights, exterior lights as well, interior lights, the radio, heat, AC, all that stuff's working. This does have an aftermarket Pioneer stereo, kick panel speakers down low, so the stereo works well. Kick on the music that you want to listen to while you're cruising. So that's a nice bonus as well. Overall feel, fantastic truck. Runs and drives excellent. Love the color combo, the orange with the white. Love the houndstooth interior. Just a really, really clean pickup front to back. And again, all your gauges are showing to work. Not going to kick the wipers on, but they do work. Love these short wheelbase pickups, the C10s and also the Fords. We do get more C10s than we do the Ford products, but every time I get a truck like this, it's just a really nice, well-sorted truck that someone can hop in, enjoy, start driving the day they get it, and it just has a heck of a look to it. So really, really cool pickup. On the interior, things I didn't mention, there is like a touch-up in the paint right here, maybe about half the length of my index finger. There's like a little touch-up right there. And then over on the top corner of the inside of the cab on the passenger side, there's like two little holes that were drilled where something maybe was mounted there at one point. But again, nothing that I really would mess with, just two little holes that are there. As always, I appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of my test drive videos. If there's ever anything else that you want to see, have comments, concerns, questions, don't hesitate to reach out, leave a comment on the YouTube channel. Call or text us at 903-820-1019. Check us out at pcclassiccars.com. We are across all social platforms. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next test drive video.
Thank you.